Good morning and welcome to my blog, Wisdom for Today. And this week in our sermon series, we're going to talk about Sarah, who was waiting for a child her whole life, and God gave her a child when she was in her 90s. And Sarah's story reminds me of a scripture in Proverbs. You know what I love about Proverbs is Proverbs doesn't always tell us what to do. It just lays out some facts for us and then kind of begs us. Sophia is the name for wisdom there. Sophia begs us, you figure it out. There's a type of proverb that's called a contradictory proverb or a paradox proverb. It says one thing and then it says quite the opposite. I'd like to look at a paradoxical proverb. And the reason I like these proverbs, it says in the middle, you figure it out. How does it go together? Proverbs 13:12 says this, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Have you ever wanted something so bad that in your bones you could feel it and you desired it with all your heart and yet it never happened no matter what you tried to do? Hope put off or delayed makes the heart sick. Now, hear the contradiction or the paradox of that scripture. But a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. But a hope that is completely fulfilled is a tree of life. Now, how do I take those two statements and bring them together in my life? Well, I look in the Bible because the Bible has a lot of answers for me. There's another scripture that says this. It's Psalms 37:5. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Not only give them to you as an answer them, but perhaps give you the desires you ought to have. If you do the first part, if you make God your delight, and then your desires change, hopefully according to His will. Another scripture I think of is found in, again, Proverbs 3:5-6, that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. That means don't try to figure it out all by yourself. You're trusting God. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. That means, God, wherever I'm going to say, you're Lord of this situation, and He will direct your path. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Not everybody gets what they want in this life. I remember there was a story my youth leader told me clear back in 1976, and I still think about it when I think about unanswered prayer. There was a little girl who was taking a test, and they asked, what was the capital of California? And she said Los Angeles. And of course, the answer was wrong. The answer was Sacramento. But as she put down Los Angeles on her paper, she prayed, dear God, please make the capital of California Los Angeles. God wasn't going to answer that question. Although she desired it, wasn't going to answer that prayer request, although she desired it with all her heart. The answer was Sacramento, and God couldn't change that for her. And sometimes we hit facts of lives where certain things in the mystery of God's providence won't change for us. But in that mystery, we trust God to redirect our desires towards something that will give Him glory and something that will really be a tree of life for us and not a distraction for us. We're constantly in the position in this life of giving the results to God, even when it hurts, or even especially when it's someone we love and we want to direct their path. But this adult or this brother, sister, mother, father has the right to their own self-direction. Then we give it to God. In a world that's constantly changing, I am so thankful I get to trust God. And I pray this week that you'll find many times that you can trust God as well. God's blessings and have a lovely day.